Hello, this is Paulina and I'm gonna be doing a comparison between the Orgy palette from Jeffree Star and a bunch of other palettes. So before I start this video, I know Jeffree Star has been very problematic. I do not agree with a lot of the things he said. However, this is not a video about accusing him or defending him. It is not. I just simply want to compare the palettes so you can make the decision between getting this palette, and if you for sure don't want to support him, you can buy some other palettes that I think are similar or even better, and just for you to make your own decision and see which one you like better. So I'm gonna start with showing the Orgy palette. This is it, but I'm gonna get into the colors right away because that's what this video is for, just to compare what's in here along with this one. Oh, almost fell. And see the other options I have. So I'm just going to talk about this, about the formula itself, about the makeup. I'm just going to be talking about it, nothing else, nothing more, not about a person, not about a situation, just about the makeup. So this is a palette, and I think it has to go with this little palette. I think if you only buy this one, there's really no point. I think you should buy the two of them unless you only like creating matte kind of looks. So these are it, and I'm gonna be showing you the other palettes that I think are similar to this palette. Okay, so the first palette I'm gonna be comparing it to is going to be the Viseart. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's this one. I think these two, the Sultry Muse and the Neutral Matte, it's like a really good dupe for the Jeffree Star Orgy palettes. This one is all shimmer. The Sultry Muse is very similar to what the Jeffree Star company did here. It's like all shimmer, and then this other one is all matte. So again, you will have to pair them, but I think the formula on these two are amazing. I love the shimmers here. I love that you can play with more colors than the mini Orgy. You have some colors here, but I feel like this one has like way more colors that you can play with. Like you can play with a blue, with a pink. Not a lot of options, but I think between these two, if I had to pick, I would take this one because I have more colors, because I love the formula of this one. And both of them are very like finely milled, so they can be pretty similar. So I'm gonna be swatching some of these so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm going to swatch Champagne Drip here. This is Champagne Drip. And now I'm going to swatch two shades that I think they're very similar from this one here, which is going to be, let's see, focus, probably this one and this one. So I'm gonna be swatching that first and then I'll show you guys. They're actually more different than I thought, so I'm gonna take another shade. Okay, removing my watch off because it's distracting. So this is a Jeffree Star one. These are very sheer to see, but I don't know if you guys can see the other ones. There are three here. So the Jeffree Star one is for sure more evident. It reflects a lot of light, as you can see, but it's very sheer still. Oh, here you can see a little better. While the other ones, the Viseart ones, they have some color, and as soon as the light reflects it, it just disappears. But I think they're pretty similar. I would say just that Jeffree Star is more like shiny. As for the mattes in Jeffree Star, I'm going to be swatching, I'm not going to say the shades, I'm just going to swatch some of the shades that I think they're similar from here and here. This is from Jeffree Star. Maybe I'll just give you the shade name. This is called Creping Chocolate. And this one here from Viseart. I don't know if I'm saying it right. They don't really have names, so I'm just going to swatch whatever I think looks similar. That's one of them. This would be the other one. So this one is for sure more warm tone. So these are different browns from Viseart, and this is one from Jeffree Star. I'm gonna be swatching more. I'm gonna swatch one that I see that is kind of cool tone or neutral tone. So this one would be Body Chills. The thing about these mattes is that they're so like buttery, and that is for sure like a pro. Into this other one called I was gonna say the name, but forget it. I want to swatch this Viseart once more. I'm gonna grab more pigment just to show you that this one is also very buttery as well. I just think the Jeffree Star ones have like more pigment to them, so you can grab less and it's gonna be more intense. Well, I feel like with the Viseart you can like build it up, which I in a way like that better, so it doesn't go too dark at once. But if I already know what I want, then I do like a eyeshadow that is gonna give me what I want right away. The thing about this palette is that there's a trillion browns right here, so whatever you want, whatever you decide to go for, this is it. Okay, so the next eyeshadow that I want to be comparing it to would be the Colourpop. So of course I thought about the Bare Necessities. This is what it looks like. So with this one, there's for sure more color here. You can see more pinks, more just more pinks. The rest would be same browns, same like champagne colors, like, you know, gold. It's pretty similar. And I'm also going to be comparing it with the Going Coconuts from Colourpop as well. And I have one more too, but I want to show you this one first. These are the shades. And then let me show you the other eyeshadow called Nude. There we go. And this is it. So I feel like when I do it like this, you can see like the actual colors. So because the light reflects the little particles reflects the light. So these are the two palettes. This one up here, that's my dog. This one up here is Going Coconuts, and this one is Nude. So as you can see, this one I would say is more neutral. This one is more warm tone, a little bit. So it would be up to you to what you want, what you like, what you're going for. Well, I feel like this one you have a lot of things and you can play with this one like much more. This is also way cheaper than any of the palettes here I'm going to be talking about. So that's for sure a pro, and the formula is really good. I do think that the formula in this palette is not consistent, so some mattes are gonna blend it really good, some mattes are not gonna be as good. The shimmers, I think all of them are really good. Just some of them are a little, could be a little like chunky, and that's not my preference, but if it's your preference, then you're gonna like that. And also here there are some like, it's a weird formula. It's like, I'll show you. So it's this one here. There's many of these. This one, it's a matte, but it has like little shimmers in there. I'm not a fan of that. I know some people have done that in the past, that they put like little shimmers in the mattes. It's just not, I don't know if you guys can see the shimmers, but it's not my thing. But just so you know that you are going to get that kind of formula in here. And I'm going to be swatching some stuff that I see that are similar. Okay, so first I'm going to be swatching the shimmers because that's my favorite part. So I'm going to swatch this pink here, and I'm just gonna swatch this pink right here because sorry, this one here, this is a matte, the matte formula that I told you about that has little shimmers in there. I'm gonna be swatching this one here and the pink one, even though I'm sure they're not gonna be the same, but just to show you. So this is going to be the one in the, wow, do you see that? It's just, I mean, oh, focus. It just swatches so nicely, and that's like really good, in my opinion. And then I'm gonna be swatching the Jeffree Star one. So they are similar, but this one is for sure more pink. But they're actually more similar than I thought. Let me remove. Okay, so maybe here, if I do it like this, maybe you can see the difference a little bit more. Now I'm going to be swatching this one here. This one is from Colourpop. See, the pigment is just really good. And then I'm gonna be swatching this one over here. So these are the two shades. They're pretty similar, they're for sure different, but they are similar. I would say the formula between Colourpop and Jeffree Star is actually much similar than Viseart. So, and it's very interesting because actually Colourpop is cheaper than Viseart and Jeffree Star. So this is very interesting to see actually. Now I'm going to be swatching some mattes. I'm gonna be picking pick this dark one here, because I think, you know, the darker shades can be harder to formulate. But see, this formula is really good. See how it's like swatching that's really good. And now I'm going to pick something that I think is similar on the Jeffree Star palette. This is going to be the Jeffree Star shade. So this one swatched better than this one. Swatch doesn't mean it's good or not, but I do think you can tell if it's like buttery or not. I like buttery formulas better because I think they blend easier. But that's just, again, my opinion. I'm just showing you to see what shades look similar. That one for sure is darker, so I'm going to swatch some other shade from the Jeffree Star palette. Oops, that was a bad swatch. Okay, this one could be a little still different, but I think the way they swatch, I think this one swatched better than these other two. But yeah, I think any browns in any palette you're gonna find, well, very similar browns in any palette you're gonna find in Jeffree Star. So I'm going to focus more on the shimmery ones because I think that's where you get the real deal instead of just the brown thing. I would say the brown thing, yes, the formula is really nice, but also the formula in all these other palettes I'm going to show you, I think they're amazing and they work just as good, and if not better, than this Jeffree Star palette. So now I'm going to be moving on. Well, I'm just going to swatch one more, why not? This one up here. It's like this champagne color because I haven't done that from this palette. This is it. I hope you can see. I'm trying to move it so you guys can see. And then this other. So yeah, this one is lighter than this one, but it's still, yeah. These ones are not similar, but the two of them swatch very nicely. They're very buttery, the two of them. So this is, again, their Necessities from Colourpop. I'm going to start swatching the Coin Coconuts from Colourpop. So from this palette, I'm going to be picking this one. This one is from Colourpop. Swatches really nicely. Then I'm going to pick this one here, which is called Foam Party. weird. It's kind of creating like some hard pan on me, this shade. Let's swatch it either way. So swatch is good, but the pigment is not there, and this is not the full pigment that that shade normally has. So let me do it again. I don't have tons of eyeshadows from Jeffree Star. I only knew about him when they started doing the conspiracy show. Sorry, I get lost trying to compare these two. And I only own the conspiracy palette and the bloodlust, the purple one, and none of them have pretty hard pan on me. This is the first time I've ever had hard pan on a Jeffree Star palette, so that's for sure interesting. But this one for sure is, I don't know what's happening with this one. Okay, so let's move on. Now let's take this darker one here. It's also shimmer. That one is very pretty. I'm gonna be taking the one that looks similar, the mini orgy. Taking the other brown, that's dark brown, that's from the mini orgy. Okay, this one is more similar, and I do like this one better. The one from Colourpop. I swatched this one and this one first, and this one second. This one was the first, this one was the second. So here they are. This one swatches so much better. It's more like buttery. Lastly, I'm going to be swatching the one that's, let me just clean my fingers. This white one here. This one is Colourpop. Now swatching this white one here. What? Guys, this other one is pretty hard pan as well. To me, that's very crazy because I have never had hard pan on Jeffree Star. I mean, I only own two, but I haven't heard of anyone saying that they have experienced hard pan on him. And I just got this very recently. I can't even see it, can you? And I only used it once to play with the formula and all that. That was it, just once, and it's already creating problems. So I scrape the top again. So that one is like a little better, but that one is really bad, actually. So with the brown ones, on this one, I'm not even going to swatch them because they're going to be, I'll swatch one just so you guys can see the formula, but it's very similar to the Bare Necessities, the bigger palette that I swatched before this one. So let's swatch this one here. Sorry for that mess, but this is it. You guys can see it, swatch is really nice. I'm gonna take one from Jeffree Star. This is the Jeffree Star shade. That one is not similar at all. But he has a lot of browns, and I'm sure I could find a similar one to this one. But I do like Colourpop better, to be honest with you. Especially, I think a lot of the shimmers swatch, they don't only swatch, they look amazing. You can play with them on your eyelid really easily. It's way cheaper. And in this case, I have to say, it doesn't create hard pan. I'm so surprised this one is giving me hard pan. I don't know why. Now we're going on to Nude Mood. Just can see, kind of can see it. So this is it, the little palette. I'm going to be swatching this one in the middle. Swatches really nicely, and it feels really nicely. I'm gonna be taking this one from Jeffree Star. This color right here, it's like, this type of color is my favorite color. These two look pretty similar. This one looks more copper than this one, but similar. I think Colourpop, it's beating Jeffree Star's formula. Now I'm going to be swatching this one here. Colourpop. Amazing, beautiful. And the other darker one that I wanted to show you. And the other one from Jeffree Star. These are from Jeffree Star. Colourpop. I'm not going to be swatching the mattes on this one. It's Colourpop. The formulas, I'm gonna say the same. I don't know if it's the same, but because it's from the same brand, I would say it's extremely similar, if not the same. They swatch amazing. I love these. I would 100% recommend this one if you don't want to spend a lot of money, and even if you don't want to spend a lot of money, the formula on these ones are amazing. Now, last layer, I'm going to be comparing these Jeffree Star Orgy's palettes with the Natasha Denona's. Natasha Denona palettes that I think look similar. So of course I'm going to bring this bronze because it has browns, it has I just think it has a lot of similar shades because it has, you know, browns here. It has some shimmery pinks, some shimmery champagnes, shimmery this one copper here. And I'm also going to be comparing it with the Biba palette because it's neutral, similar, has browns, lots of browns, and these shimmery shades that I think look very similar to the ones in his mini orgy palette. There's also this other very similar palette from Natasha Denona that is coming out soon. It's called the Glam palette. It looks gorgeous. I'm already gonna order it because I love it so much. I'm gonna be putting it here somewhere so you guys can see what the shades look like, and also if you're thinking about getting the Jeffree Star palette, maybe you want to hold on and get that one because it's really pretty. I mean, why I'm saying it's really pretty is because first of all, the shades look amazing, and Natasha Denona formulas are, to me, they're the best. To me, they're the best formula ever. They blend so good. If you are not good at makeup at all, it makes you look like you're a makeup artist and you just have this beautiful eye without putting much effort into it. So I will recommend Natasha Denona 21. I will recommend Natasha Denona for sure over Jeffree Star, over Viseart, over Colourpop, over, I'm gonna say it, Pat McGrath. I just love Natasha Denona's eyeshadows so much. So saying that, I'm going to be swatching some of them that I think they're similar. This one here, this is Natasha Denona. Then I'm gonna swatch the one from Jeffree Star. They look very similar. I love the formula actually of this one here. It's pretty nice. It's very buttery. It's really nice. What can I say? So this is Natasha Denona, Jeffree Star. I'm going to be swatching this one here, with the pink one from Jeffree Star. So this is Natasha Denona. This is a duochrome, so you will see some shift of gold, I believe it has. That's the pink one from Natasha Denona, and now this is Jeffree Star. So this one is for sure more pink. His eyeshadows are way more reflective. They're like pretty metallic. Natasha Denona, they stay more in place. So also with my in place, I mean like they have the sparkle, but they're not like they have the metallic shift. Natasha Denona has metallics as well, but she does more like, well, the formulas are very different. Natasha Denona's are more like shimmery. They do look metallic, but I feel like Jeffree Star, he really like focuses on like the shine, the highlighter kind of look. So I think that's what you get from his eyeshadows. Anyway, so I don't think actually now, really looking at it, I'm not gonna be swatching anymore. I'm gonna be swatching actually a brown. Never mind, because I want to show you the different formulas from the browns. So I'm going to be picking this one here from Natasha Denona. That's Natasha Denona, and I'm gonna be taking this Jeffree Star. Why do I always take it down? I think like Jeffree Star's formula is more powdery for sure. Like it's harder to like drag down. See how I put it in place and you can see my fingertip? Compared to like, I'm re-swatching that one to give it a fair shot. Okay, that one was better. To me, compared to Natasha Denona, his formula stops being good. I would say Jeffree Star's formula is pretty good, but compared to Natasha Denona, I do not think so. Now I'm going to be moving on to the Biba palette. Okay, so I'm gonna be swatching this one here, called Monroe. This one is Monroe. And I'm gonna take the one from Jeffree Star called Champagne Red. Oh, those two look pretty similar. Well, this one's a little more rosy. That's pretty similar. Now I'm going to be taking this one here. Oops, this one here. Because it's a darker brown and I want to show you guys that one. Now I'm going to take the darker brown from Jeffree Star. Yeah, that's way dark. I'm taking the other one that's also dark but less dark. Okay, that one was more closer swatch. His shimmers swatch really nicely. They feel very buttery. But still, I like Natasha Denona better. I am very biased on Natasha Denona, I have to say, but I feel like she has earned that for me. Her eyeshadows are just so good. But the shimmers are really good from Jeffree Star. If you're thinking about getting either Natasha Denona or Jeffree Star, I think the two of them have a really good formula, but Natasha Denona's formula is just better in my opinion. His shimmers are really nice. I know Natasha Denona, for example, this Biba palette, it's pretty expensive. It's $129. However, the bronze palette, it's $65. So if I was only going to shop because of the money, I would of course get the bronze palette, but not just because it's cheaper compared to the Jeffree Star, because then you will have to buy the small one and the bigger one, and that was might be 70 something, so it is cheaper than Natasha Denona in that way. You do get less shades, but I don't think you need this many brown shades unless you're really into browns. And I think her Natasha Denona's formula is just way better. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and just swatch that. Now I'm going to swatch this one. Here's a matte. I'm going to swatch Jeffree Star. Oh, that one swatched really nice from Jeffree Star. Natasha Denona, what's happening? Okay, so this one swatched way better. I think there are some browns in Jeffree Star's palette that they swatch much better, as you guys I think can see from some swatches I have made. So yeah, this is just for you guys to see the comparisons, to see the swatches, to see if they look similar or not, and for you guys to just make your own decision and see what you want to get, what is better for you, what aligns better with your like energy and what you think you should have. So I just wanted to make this video to show you guys and just give you just a look into all these palettes, and because if you don't want to own all these, you can just pick whatever you want. So I hope you liked this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something from this video. And if you are thinking about getting a palette, I hope you get the palette that you really want. So thank you for watching. Before I go, I actually do want to show you guys some from my favorite palettes, Natasha Denona. I want to show you guys a little demonstration on the lid, and just to see what it looks like on the lid instead of just swatches. I'm going to just put some shimmers here and you guys can judge. So I'm going to do the ones that I thought looked very similar, which were these ones here from Natasha Denona. I'm going to place it on this lid here. I'm gonna be professional. I'm just gonna want to put it here so you guys can see. Zooming you in. This one is Natasha Denona. I think it's so pretty. It looks very nice. I'm going to take this champagne drip. I'll get this one, but this one is creating hard pen on me, so I'm just taking this champagne drip and putting it on my other eye. So this one you get more product when you swatch it, just so you guys know. So these are the two. Just wanted to show you what it looks like on the lid. To me, this one has more dimension, has more sparkles, has more like I don't know, makes the eye look okay. What I'm trying to say, this one I feel like it makes it look flatter, so it doesn't have like as much movement to it, because the shimmers make it like, you know, have again dimension to it. And this one is more flat, but I think both of them are really pretty. I think the metallic formulas from both are pretty good. I just wanted to show you like this one shade close up so you can see better what I was trying to say between this one being more like metallic and this one being more just, it's just different. So this is Jeffree Star and this is Natasha Denona. Okay, so now I am done. So thank you for watching. See you next time.